Alright, this is day 2 of the 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. work block. A little tougher to get up this morning. I had a little bit less sleep because of the men's circle, but we did it. We're here, which is good. Something I was thinking about last night is doing more of what worked. So from about February through to April, I was posting in Facebook groups almost every day about Sunset Crew, and I've stopped that. So I definitely think that goes in the growth category of what I could be working on. So I'll be prepping a Facebook post today. I did 3 LinkedIn posts yesterday. I scheduled them, so I'll be checking on them. I will be continuing LinkedIn outreach. I'll write another 3. I think the LinkedIn posts I thought I was having is I was journaling after the men's circle. I can write those thoughts in, I can write questions in, I can be more creative. It is just a place to express. So I'm gonna see how I go with that. I'm gonna keep going with messaging people, and yeah, feeling good now that I'm awake and I've had a shower. So Riley was also potentially going to be joining me, so we'll see if he does at some point.
Oh my God, it's been so many. Why the fuck are we flying everywhere from you? Let's just stay in one place. Right up there or what?
It's tough having traveler roommates. They're always traveling. Melbourne, Sydney. Just can't keep track of them.
When we get back this weekend, hopefully we'll be back for a while.
Famous last words.
The chorus is coming.
This is 6:40.
I really thought you were gonna drop a better dance.
This is like very
The
similar.
dance is so subtle that the camera can't even see.
This is very similar to the one in Fortnite.
Got my thumbnail.
Oh, the daily video.
Yep.
This is just for memories. Well,
It
guys,
is for memories.
if you see this, and
Memories
you're
for the
a
internet.
Smart with Sammy fan from the future, just know that you've stumbled across a secret message.
Oh.
The secret message is orange peels. Put that in one of my comment sections, and I'm sure I'll know what you're talking about.
No, I like this game. If you're watching this and you're a fan of the Riley Coyote show,
Say it quicker for retention.
go comment green apple.
Oh.
Okay, Ashley
I'm about to
Speed.
eat a green apple.
Oh, nice. You
Oh.
know, that's Ashley Speed's code words for when he wants to stop a screen.
We're not stopping this one. Alright, it is 9 a.m. coming to the end of the 4-hour morning work session. The objective of this session is to do things that move forward Sunset Crew's revenue, move forward Sunset Crew's growth. So this morning, I made the Facebook post. I'll be posting that at 4 o'clock. I made 3 LinkedIn posts, aiming for 3 a day. And I kind of worked on my strategy for a launch of a campaign called the 7-Day Crew. So what I'm going to be doing with that is the 7-Day Crew. I'll be putting people into groups of 7. They'll have a week to meet up, and I want to start to offer this to gyms, schools, co-working spaces, hostels, agencies that help people move to the Gold Coast. And so what I did today is I kind of decided that I think me running a free event is going to be my loss leader. So I go to the place, I run a free Sunset Crew event, and then I try and sell people into the 7-Day Crew from there. I think that'll work really well because people will experience Sunset Crew, and then it'll be a natural progression of getting involved, and it builds experience, builds credibility, builds content, to go and run events, and that becomes my marketing and sales, which I'm most interested in. So this morning looked like collecting emails and locations of gyms. So I collected 44 gyms that I think could be good fits with big member bases. And then I also went through and got 27 international schools or language schools. Kind of surprised at how many there are. It's pretty wild. So 27. Did my Facebook post. I was cautious in my Facebook post to not put free, kind of as a filter. But then also what I'm doing is rather than just putting the link, I'm saying comment, find my crew to receive the link. So that'll help prevent spam, and I hope it will filter for action. So we'll see how that call to action goes. I am testing LinkedIn videos today. I found my posts yesterday did best. The two that did best out of the three had a photo. Kind of cool. I got 2 responses from Jesse Itzler, which I love. He's one of my favorite entrepreneurs on LinkedIn. And yeah, the LinkedIn engagement is going well. Post impressions 205, profile views 42 just today. So we're going to keep going. Happy with this 4-hour window. Feeling a little more tired. I had to get up to eat, or not like I kept working, but I had to get food. Probably going to go get some sun. I have some reflections from last night that I will share. And then I'll do a Sunset Crew post. I'll build a landing page for the 7-day crew. I also decided that today I'm going to launch the podcast. I downloaded Spotify for creators, set up Apple Podcasts, and set up the YouTube channel. I also changed my Instagram name on Sunset Crew from Sunset Crew GC to Sunset Crew Community. So now it's the same across all the platforms. I had a really great men's circle. So I'll talk about that when I'm in the sun. All right, we made it into the sun. Feeling so much better as it's warmer. The weather is so nice. And I'm sitting here thinking, checking in with myself. Just did a video for Sunset Crew. Today's topic is going to be all about what works for us around our time and how we structure our days. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I've recently switched my day around. So I'm going straight to bed when I get home, having dinner, not going on my phone, turning off my phone when I'm driving home. Really cool. I've been doing 2 nights so far, yin yoga in bed, which is so nice. I've never done yoga in bed, but I love it. It's so relaxing. It's helped me sleep. Some things that have been on my mind. One, really freaking grateful for the friends and family I have in my life. So many men that I absolutely love. At the start of the year, I had the intention of connecting more with the feminine, and now I'm in a beautiful relationship. I have other friends that are girls that I've spent time with and built those friendships throughout the year, which I really appreciate. And my birthday showed me just how grateful I am for the humans in my life. The second thing is, at the men's circle, we only had 4 people, and it was really nice to do a deeper check-in. And this was kind of something I brought up, like a feeling of loneliness at times, and how everything has been the catalyst from that. How much effort I've put into developing these friendships and these connections. And we did some digging, and we talked about some of the things upcoming in my life for me and what's present. And I felt really good about what was brought up. I feel very trusting in my ability to handle what comes at me, which is really cool. Really happy with the life I live, the days I live. So that was cool to check in. Something that came from not my share, but someone else's that resonated with me was, should and should not being two very powerful words. And essentially, we either have our own should or should not, and that guides our decision making. We should do this, we should not do this, based on how it's going to affect us. We either have our own internal should or shouldn't, or we have external should and shouldn'ts. And that can come from parents, that can come from friends, that can come from the law, that can come from society. And what was interesting to me is people pleasing is living through other people's expectations, other people's should and should nots. And it's out of alignment. And so what I wrote down yesterday was, if I'm living based on someone else's should and shouldn'ts, I'm out of alignment to myself. But if I choose my shoulds and I take action anyway, based on my own choice, then dealing with the results is my responsibility, and I can be accountable to that because I chose to do that. And I think it comes back to intuition, and that intuition is inner knowing, inner tuition on knowing what you should and shouldn't do for yourself and being okay with it. And if I truly check in with myself on my intuition and then decide, I think that helps with processing and choosing the regrets. Because a mentor said to me once, like, I'm always going to have regrets. It's just about choosing my regrets. And I really resonate with that. So that was a cool thing to reflect on, is the should and shouldn'ts. And when there's a should, there's shame. When there's a should that's external, there's shame, because I'm carrying the weight of I should do this or I shouldn't do this, even if it's out of alignment to what I believe. So yeah, really interesting to learn more about shame, learn more about people pleasing, learn more about expectations and the should and shouldn'ts. Another thing I've been thinking about, and this could have been another daily video, but I think I'll mention it because it's present. Two things, actually. Two of the most powerful words for myself are I am and I'm not. And I've been flipping them. And this started with a conversation with Riley, maybe last year, about I kept saying how bad I was with names. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I'm bad with names. And I kept telling myself that. And I kept telling other people that. And Riley and I always talk about like how to get better at remembering names. And I think it's one thing to be compassionate to myself. But the other thing is I've just stopped saying I'm bad with names. And I've said I'm actually really good at remembering names. And that has helped me so much, which is so cool. The other version of that, which I'm yet to test, but it's upcoming. In the past, I've been needle phobic. I really don't like getting blood drawn. And rather than telling myself, oh, I'm needle phobic, I'm terrified of this, it's uncomfortable, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to do it. I think there's more examples, but saying that you are something and saying that you aren't something, for me, has been so powerful. So I've really, really been enjoying that. And we get to decide if we are or aren't anything. So really cool. The third thing that's been on my mind is I'm obsessed with longevity, consistency, and resilience. I'm so fascinated with masters of anything. People that have done something for a really long time. Jesse Itzler is one of my favorite entrepreneurs. He is 56 years old and has been in business since he was like 19, I think. I look at LeBron James, has been in the NBA for I think like 22 years. Tim Ferriss has had his podcast for 11 years. Gary Vee, another person I really look up to, has been in business for a very long time. Seth Godin has sent like 10,000 daily emails and has a streak of like 10,000. And I've noticed for me, that's a trait I really like about myself, is I'm very interested in doing things for a very long time. Sunset Crew, we are having our 163rd Wednesday in a row today, and we've been going for 3 years and about 3 months. Jiu-Jitsu, I'm in my 2nd month now, but I'm thinking about the 12 years or the 20 years of being in the sport. YouTube, I think this is my 77th or 78th video. I'm thinking about what it could look like for me to film for 10 years. And I think what's really, really cool is what makes so much sense to me is that the longer I'm in an industry or the longer I do something for, the more I succeed. And that, I believe, is the most common trait amongst successful people that I look up to, is that they've done things for a really long time. And that gives me a lot of trust and a lot of compassion and a lot more joy for doing the things that I'm doing. So yeah, those are the things that are on my mind. I feel really good. I feel really grateful. The weather is beautiful. I'm liking that I'm making time in my day to do more of the things I love by waking up earlier. I'm feeling really good talking to the camera as well. I just filmed a video for Sunset Crew and noticed how good I'm feeling. And yeah, I like the idea of longevity and consistency and resilience. And I think that's the ingredient that all successful people have. So yeah, that is my day today.